Good afternoon. Ghost Mostly Media. Ghost Mostly Media presents Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. So I believe that all my mechanical issues, if you will, have been ironed out. So we're moving right along. I think everything's starting to come together. And I think we're going to have an afternoon chat available Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It appears to all be working properly. We had no issues yesterday, so that's one day in a row that the router seemed to work perfectly, and everything is going to run smooth from here on out. I'm still making minuscule changes. Still working on my lighting. It's starting to improve a little bit. I don't know what more I can do to try to balance it out. Can't do anything about the reflection in my glasses. If I put my head down, you can see my eyes. But other than that, I think we're stuck with this, at least for the time being. I hope that the chat will populate eventually. In the meantime, I'm figuring that it's just me sitting here talking to my computer. I haven't told anybody that I'm doing the stream yet. I haven't advertised at all. I haven't done any shorts or anything like that. I want to give YouTube's algorithm a chance to sort out the show and figure where they need to place it. I'm in a category of people and blogs. I'm not sure if that's the right category for what I'm trying to do or not. We'll see what happens. Basically, I'm just kind of feeling my way through this, trying to correct things as they come up. We'll get it all working and have it all up and running, and eventually people will join the chat room, I'm sure. I used to chat back in the day, and it was a lot of fun. So I got busy with life. Now my life's not busy, so I went looking for the chat, and I can't find it. The only thing I see is available for chatting are very structured environments. They want to talk about show business people, or they want to talk about sports, or they want a specific topic. I don't believe we need a specific topic for a chat. I believe we should let the chat room decide what they want to talk about and then discuss it. I'm not interested in putting a thumb on the scale and trying to force the conversation to go one way or another. I don't think that's the type of environment that the chat needs. My only rules are follow YouTube's terms of service and their guidelines. Don't get me in trouble with YouTube. Don't get me kicked off the air. I've been making adjustments as I go and feeling my way through this because I don't have production department. I don't have a makeup department. I don't have any of those goodies. What you got is just a guy sitting on the end of his couch, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to meet people. I'm sure that eventually it's all going to iron out. It's all going to come out in the wash, and hopefully we'll all be the better for it. You know, I don't really understand how the Discord works. It's my understanding that if you want to chat, you can go to YouTube and download the Discord app, and that'll enable you to be able to chat on the live stream. I watch it on my TV, but I can't chat on my TV. If I want to chat, I have to either use a phone, a tablet, or a laptop, something like that. I prefer to watch it on the TV because it's got the larger screen. But unless you've got like the top of the line smart TV and all the latest gizmos, I don't think you're going to be able to chat on your TV. I've been working on this for about, 7-8 days now, trying to get it up and running smooth. I had problems Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and I contacted Spectrum, and they told me that my router software needed to be updated. We did that. I did the broadcast yesterday and didn't have any issues at all. Everything ran smooth. I did not watch yesterday's afterwards to see if I screwed anything up. I'm working on things. I understand I need some color back here in the background, and I'll work on that. I have not got any sponsors, and I'm not looking for any sponsors for the show. I simply don't think it's necessary. I hate commercials, so I don't see myself doing commercials. It's the same thing as I'm not filming shorts and posting those and trying to boost the number of people in chat. They'll get in there when they're ready. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to do this for a minimum of 3 years. I'm giving myself 3 years to build a chat community that wants to talk. At the end of the 3 years, I'll make a determination. Do I want to stay with this, or do I want to do something else? The Ghost Mostly Media LLC that I came up with back in the day, I used to ghostwrite music lyrics or song lyrics, and I took the same alias and I pushed it forward. That's all. Put it onto a new project. I like the name Ghost Mostly. It's got a little ring to it, you ask me. But I'm not trying to get myself famous, and I'm not trying to get myself rich. I have created a Patreon page for anybody that wants to support the channel. But be honest with you, I don't even think I've activated it yet. I'll get to that stuff later this week. My goal is to have everything that I need to change and adjust changed and adjusted by Friday, so that the following Monday we can be done with the tinkering, if you will. Hopefully people will find this entertaining. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to manipulate the conversation. I'm not trying to hustle you in any way, shape, or form. I think that the chat should run the chat room, and I plan to operate as a ghost. It's going to be like I'm not even here most of the time. I want the chat room to determine what the chat room talks about, subject matter, duration. I'm offering 10 hours a week, uh, Monday through Friday. I plan on taking my weekends off so I can watch football. That's what entertainment I enjoy. I'm very excited about this, the start of the NFL season. I'm also excited about the what do you call it? The Powerball drawing. I went and bought a ticket. Well, you can't win it if you don't buy the ticket, right? I know you got two chances, slim and none. I understand. Yeah. Having spent most of my adult life in Las Vegas, Nevada, I understand how to piss money away better than most. It's not it's not that big a deal. No, I didn't send the rent money. I I only bet what I could afford to bet. Okay. What I could afford to flush down the toilet as it is. Um, I hope somebody wins it. Anything in excess of $1 billion would be awesome. But I understand that, if you take the cash out option, you're only going to get like 60%. And then that's before taxes. Then you have to pay taxes, of which you're probably going to lose another 50%. So maybe somebody comes out of this with a net of 300 million or something like that. That'd be really cool, I think. But I've never let my wallet control my life. I mean, it's nice, but it's not the answer to everything. I think the key to having a good life is friends and family, the people you surround yourself with. That's my personal belief. That's the only perspective I can give you is my view from right here on my end of the couch. I'm opening up the chat room so that I can meet people and talk to people, get an understanding of what's on their mind. I don't think you can get that by watching the news nowadays. The news appears to all be propaganda. These news stations are showing you nothing but the crime that's in this country, number one. And I think the crime in this country is minuscule compared to the rest of the country. In the history of the United States, we've never had more than 7% of the population that was criminal, which means that 93% of us have all not been criminals. And that's a super majority as far as I'm concerned. So every time they put up that there was a shooting at Walmart last week, yeah, it's sad that there was a shooting at Walmart last week, but on the other hand, there were 340 million people that did not commit a crime last week. And most of those that didn't commit a crime actually did good things during the week. They did positive things for their friends, their family, and our society in general. I don't believe that we should allow the media to manipulate us and control us. And they're hiding as much news as they're showing because it's all owned by corporations. The corporations that own the media companies aren't going to put negative press on about themselves. They're going to taint all the news. And as long as the news is tainted, you really can't sort through it. you don't have enough hours in the day to watch every news broadcast globally. I watch a few, but mostly, I pick and choose my spots. As far as the global war news, I watch a program on YouTube. It's called The Enforcer. It's a couple of young brothers. I believe they're in, I don't know, Alabama or something. And they sort through all the social media, and then they compile it and present it to you in a relatively fast pace. And they show you video proof of what they're telling you. And to me, that gives them credibility over what I see on ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN. Uh, I believe what I see with my eyes. That's the type of person I am. You know, I don't know why mainstream news does not report the facts anymore, but if you're waiting for Dan Rather or Walter Cronkite to tell you the way it is or the way it was, it's not going to happen. These guys all got an agenda, and their agenda starts with corporate greed. They're all trying to make money. It's all a hustle. That's why you don't see me pushing any products or trying to manipulate you. I did put the Patreon page together, but like I said, I don't think I've even activated it yet. So don't worry about it. I'll get around to that stuff this week. I've been toying with the idea of putting in a tiered membership. I set the initial one at $5 or something, but I was thinking about putting a $10 level in there and offering the paid members a chance to have like a 30-day window where they could post or repost from the chat show on other platforms or also on YouTube. Let them make their own shorts or put their own comments with it, but that's a tentative idea. I'll probably wait and let the membership build up and then find out from the members what they want in exchange for their membership. I'm assuming they're going to want like a private chat or something like that, like once a week or once a month, or I'll do whatever I need to do to make them happy. And when we get people in the chat room here, I'll do whatever it takes to keep them happy. If they need me on earlier in the day, I could do that. If they want me on later in the evening, I could do that. Nothing is etched in stone at this point. The only decisions I cared to make were the ones that get me on the air. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, the chat is going to run this channel. They're going to run Ghost Mostly Media. I don't have